everybody come in here for a minute, okay? I see this a lot. Okay, and I got a question, and I'm not going to tell you right or wrong. I'm going to ask you a question. You can decide if I'm right or wrong. Come here for a second. How many tools do we have to train our horse? And what are they? 2 hands and 2 feet. All right. So, if our horse does not accept our legs, all they do is react to them. Does everybody understand the difference between react and respond? Okay? Respond, they have to be able to accept some pressure. Instead of just, you touch them and they jump, okay? They're reacting. We have no control over that, do we? But if they want them to respond, and our legs move, we want to be able to ride in rhythm with our horse, our legs have to be able to move in rhythm with them. Our horse has to accept that, at least that much contact, if we want them to listen to our legs. Agreed? Now, if we sit like this with our legs, what did we just effectively do? We stopped riding our horse. We took 2 of our tools out of our toolbox and threw them in the back of the truck. Would you do that if you were going to work to fix a car? Would you take half your tools and throw them away? You got to get your horses to relax to your legs and accept them. Okay? Too many times we get people that talk soft and light. Okay, maybe this will help explain it. What is soft? Everybody tell me what they think soft is. There's a couple people. What do you think soft is? Okay, when they go, you pick up and they go like that. All right. What is light? The same thing? Exactly. That's what they see. This is what causes this problem. Okay? Terminology. Nobody's ever explained soft. Everybody thinks soft is the same as light. So basically what happens is, if you want your horse to be soft, they have to accept your hands and legs. Because if they don't, that's soft to me. Okay? If I take a hold and pull, I don't care if I got to pull 30 pounds. As long as they give. Okay? Does that make sense? Like you pull, they get soft. I push, they move. I don't care if I have to push 50 pounds. They move. Alright? Once I've got that, then I can start making them light, as long as I'm doing everything in rhythm and I'm not going from 0 pounds to 60 pounds. I'm going 0, 5, 10. I'm patient in my pulling and pushing. Okay? Eventually my horses go from taking 20 pounds of pressure to taking 2 pounds of pressure. Okay? That's light. Does that make sense now? Okay? So yes, you have your horse very light. You have your horse is not soft. That's why he hides here on you. That's why he gets on his forehand. That's why he can't support his shoulder when you're guiding. Okay? That's the difference. And I see it all because everybody wants their horse. They all want to be light. I want to go like this. I want my horse to go over here. I go like this. I want my horse to go over here. Put my leg on and I want him to jump over here. Okay? We can't control them that way. Got to get them soft. Then we teach them to be light. Does everybody kind of understand that? So they have to accept our legs. How you're going to get your horse to accept your legs is you're going to lighten your legs up. Okay? And you're just going to bounce them. And you're going to hold on her face until she says, okay, fine. Your legs aren't needing anything right now. Okay? Now, are we going to make it so that they get dull to our legs? No, because we are going to start to use our legs once they accept them to teach them to push their body and move their body and respond to pressure. That way, when I decide that I want to extend my horse's stride, okay, I've got them soft and they're trotting along and I've got them trotting normal, okay, nice slow cadence, but free and moving forward. Then, if I want to extend my horse's stride, all I have to do is push a little harder, right? And if we got our horse light, and we bump once and they trot, and then we don't use our legs anymore, how are we going to extend that? And this was the whole thing with, because when you go to run to a stop, You want your horse to extend, right? And you want your horse to run extended across to a barrel. Everybody knows if you want to get a good stop or a good set to turn a barrel, you've got to have forward energy. How do you get forward energy? From driving forward, right? But we never had the tools to ask our horse to do that. Because as soon as we kicked them, they got and run harder, faster. Longer stride is not faster. It's longer. And we got to teach our horse to go longer. Does that make sense? Okay? We have to use our legs. Okay? I see it too often where people, and it's just the way that we've been taught. I was taught the same way. Not sit there and get one so light that I can't keep up with it. And I can't develop a horse. I have to rely on a horse's natural talent if we do that. And we want to be able to develop these things and teach them how to do all these things that some horses do naturally. Okay? Try again.